Hi Aquarius, this is your reading for the time period of September 1st to October 31st, 2021. For those of you who are new to my channel or you're visiting, welcome to Amani's Lightwork, okay? So before I begin with your reading, I just want to say that all of these readings are solely based on channeling and interpretation. That implies that I am using my ability of clairvoyance and interpretation to get the readings done, okay? If you do have questions, comments, concerns, would like a private reading, you can always DM me on Instagram at AmaniEfe777. You can also send me an email to iambakasha108@gmail.com. All right, so let's see. Bi-monthly, all right, bi-monthly reading, sun sign energy only. I will also be doing the same thing for November and December of this year, okay? I get this idea of insurance. Now, this could be insurance policy. This could be life insurance. It just depends on what's going on. As I'm talking about it, the Spirit is telling me that your mother wants you on that. So if your mother is alive, she wants you on her life insurance, something like that. So if it's a grandmother, if it's a mom, somebody wants you on there, like somebody, like, God forbid something happens to somebody, they want you to benefit, they want you to be secure when they're gone, or if they're gone, they have you on it. Just depends on what's going on. So that's one. You could be that person that you're doing that for your own children. It just depends on the energy that's coming through. You don't know something, or you don't know how to do something. So that could be related to life insurance, or something's going on with life insurance policy, period. So the thing is about life insurance policies is that you can have multiple you can have multiple beneficiaries to your own singular life insurance policy. You can have as many beneficiaries as you need. I don't think there's necessarily a cutoff. If there is a cutoff, you can let me know. If there's an age limit to that, you can also let me know, but I highly doubt that there is. But that may be something that you want to research or you want to look into for yourself, because we're living in those kind of times, basically, okay, where we've got our grandmothers and we want to know what our grandmothers are leaving us, if our grandmothers and mothers are leaving us any kind of property, any kind of SSI benefits. It just depends on what's going on. I get a Sag as I'm talking about it. So right when I hit like SSI benefits and things of that nature, something's going on with a Sag with that. So the Sag may have that and they have you on it, whether they're older than you or not. You don't have to have that. You feel like something's going to happen to somebody. That's not always the case. People care about you. You care about people. You want people to be secure. Vice versa. It just depends on what's going on. So the Sag may have one in your name, or they have you on theirs, or you have them on yours. It just depends on the energy that's coming through, okay? I love this deck. All right, Princess of Dis, the kindergarten teacher. So you may be tied to an earth sign energy that is a teacher, like a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo element. They don't have to be a damn kindergarten teacher to be specific, but they could be someone who influences. If I should say, they could be a child, they could be someone that's younger than you, they're a friend, whoever the hell they are, okay? So the Princess of Dis, their energy being underneath, I want to help. So as I'm talking about them, you may want to help them to something that belongs to you, or information helps you. Their information helps you. So their documentation, their documents help you, or information that they share, it helps you. So however you want to look at that, like you can look at that literally, or you can look at that as like it's voice information, like somebody's information that they're giving you. It helps you to some extent. It just depends on what's going on. I also get family. So you may want to have a family. They may be someone that is in your family, or they may be someone in your family that you may want to help. That's one element about it. Or it's like you may want to have a family with them, or they're in your family. It just depends on what's going on. Or something's going on with them. I get life insurance. Something is going on with the princess of this with life insurance. So somebody could have taken out a life insurance policy on them. So I don't know, are you responsible for that? I was picking up energy about a Sag. I communicated that to you. So a Sag communicated the fact that they have, or they took out a life insurance policy. I got a teacher. They could be a teacher, or they took out a life insurance policy on a princess of this. She doesn't know. So as I'm talking about it, she doesn't know. So this energy is a she, and you're saying she does not know that. You are that she, and you're dealing with another she, and she's telling you that you don't know that. Or you are trying to say that they don't know that a Sag did that to them. A Sag could have done that to you. Or it's like, I feel like if a Sag is doing something like that with you, you know that that's happening. If a Sag is doing that, I didn't discuss with. If a Sag did that to a princess of this, they didn't discuss that with a princess of this. So that information is something that you know. That may be information that you want to share. And there's also this element of feeling bad for. So you may feel bad for a princess of this. Someone may feel bad for you. Something may be going on with you. People taking out life insurance policies on you. Or you're just trying to benefit, and a Sag is helping you. Princess of this could be helping you. They're in their family, or you're trying to help them. So, or they're a friend of some kind that you know that their partner is trying to take out a life insurance policy on them, or they already did so. The Aeon is here, universal energy that is coming through. I get complete. Something may be complete or completed, or you may want to complete. It may have something to do with school. Something may be going on with school and furthering education, secondary education, right? But this is interesting energy of either you're not able to do something without somebody's information, but that's what the Sag said. So as I'm talking about it, that's what a Sagittarian energy told you, is that you can't do something specific if you don't have somebody's documentation or fingerprint, like I said from the last reading, or fingerprint, some type of documentation you need specifically. And it could be the princess of this documentation. I get fingerprint. There's the princess of this. You need the princess of this fingerprint in order to move on with some type of procedure that you're trying to do. So it could be related to a car, it could be related to housing. It just depends on what's going on. If it's not the princess of this fingerprint, I get Sag trying to obtain. A Sag is trying to obtain. Princess of this, they're trying to obtain their fingerprint. They're trying to obtain a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo fingerprint for you. You're trying to obtain that for them. But indirectly. So either trying to obtain that for them, you're doing that indirectly. Or you're trying to obtain that. Okay, a Sag is trying to obtain that for some type of processing that they're trying to do. They may not want to ask someone directly for it. They need to have something processed, and it requires somebody's fingerprint. So I get through school. So as I'm talking about it, it has something to do, somebody's trying to do that or obtain that through someone's school. So, okay. It's a lot of information that's coming through here. You may work with the Sag. You may do something with a Sag that's really interesting in terms of insurance policies, in terms of life insurance, wills, trust funds, some type of really interesting SS benefit. Just depends on what's going on. The princess of this energy, it's they're tied, or they were once tied to a Sagittarian energy, whoever it was that they were tied to, you need their fingerprint in order to get some type of documentation. I get for the Sag, you need their fingerprint in order to get some type of documentation process for the Sagittarian energy, or the Sagittarian energy needs your fingerprint but can't use. They need your fingerprint but they can't use it. So they need the princess of this instead. They need the princess of this fingerprint instead. So what they're doing is they're going through somebody's school administration to obtain a fingerprint that they need. I also get citizenship. So somebody's trying to obtain a fingerprint for some type of citizenship. I don't know what you're trying to do that may be related to the Sag. Just depends on somebody. It doesn't only have to be Sag. Someone around you is trying to obtain some type of citizenship and they need your fingerprint. They need princess of this energy fingerprint. If it's not only citizenship, it has something to do with SS benefits that you may have been promised by a Sag. You were promised by someone, but you can't use your fingerprint. They're trying to explain to you can't use your damn fingerprint. We need the princess of this energy fingerprint. So this depends on what's going on, but somebody's trying to obtain the fingerprint through somebody's school, your school, or like your school. Oh, okay, I understand. If for whatever reason you can't use your fingerprint, what is going on is that the if for example, say you go to school, you do your fingerprints, you do all that stuff when you're in school, maybe a couple of years ago, but then maybe you left school, you could have left school for some reason, and what's happening, you could have ended up, you have DIY, whatever. You could have gotten caught in a bar doing something really interesting, and somebody has you could have gotten arrested. Somebody could have gotten arrested. So you can't use your fingerprint. Your fingerprint is then tainted, so you may not want to use yours. So what's happening is you may contact your school for an old file that has your fingerprint on it. That's a suggestion that a princess of this energy may be giving you, or Sag may be giving you. You may be wondering why the Sag can't do something like that for themselves. Like, you may be trying to figure out, why can't you do this? Why do I have to do this for you? It just depends on the energy that's coming through. So before I move any further, if somebody's trying to obtain somebody's fingerprint for a citizenship, that's one. Somebody doesn't want to ask somebody directly for a damn fingerprint to get some type of citizenship process. Then there's another situation of fingerprints for some type of SSI benefit, some type of benefit. You can't use your fingerprint for, Sag can't use the fingerprint for. Need the princess of this energy fingerprint. But somebody's trying to do it through someone's school, like hooking up someone. I'm trying to do that. Hooking up someone in somebody's school to ask the princess of this. You need your fingerprint for this, that, and the third, for this type of processing. But it's really so that somebody could submit something. Sag could submit something. You could submit something to get some type of process going. The High Priestess energy is in the waiting position. The High Priestess would mean you using your intuition about a princess of this, or that's what they do. They use their intuition about you. The princess of this uses their intuition about you, like what you do, your motive, who you talk to, what you've been asking for. It just depends on what's going on. But it won't give. So using intuition that someone is not going to give you something, especially now that they know that their fingerprint is being used on somebody's, using to get somebody's citizenship and somebody's citizenship, somebody's somebody's SS benefits and things of that nature, right? But doesn't know they can have. So when I said SS benefits, someone doesn't know that they have SS benefits. Someone, you may not know that you have SS, you have some type of social security benefit. I mean, typically with social security benefits, you're not able to access those things. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but you can't access those things until you're a certain age. It's like a pension. Like, somebody can't access those things until they're older. I mean, maybe not. Someone may be trying to access those things. I mean, your own name accrues interest. Somebody's name accrues interest. So it just depends on what's going on. So especially depending on how it's used, someone can definitely receive benefits from someone by just using their name, like just using Princess of this energy name. Whether they're tied to someone that is older, whether you're older, they're older. Someone has accrued Social Security benefits to be able to. It can be accessed now. So if somebody just has benefits that can be accessed now. You have benefits that can be accessed now. Sag has benefits that can be accessed now, or Princess of this energy does. Or somebody was able to receive some type of benefit through using their signature, through using their fingerprint, or they just need the fingerprint. And I can understand. The Sag or you or somebody needs the Princess of this energy fingerprint in order for somebody to even be eligible to receive SS benefits. So it just depends on what's going on. For you to be eligible for that, for Sag to be eligible for that. Or if it's not only the Princess of this, someone just needs your fingerprint. Someone that you're doing business with, you're tight with them like that, they need your fingerprint for processing. Someone may be unregistered, like you could be unregistered in some type of arena here, or a Sag element is. And because somebody's unregistered, you're unregistered. It's like, in order to receive, you could be trying to receive benefits through someone else, and by receiving benefits through someone else, it depletes that person. It may deplete you. It may deplete Sag. So when someone gets to a certain age, but I get the idea of the life insurance policy. So as I'm talking about it, it's tied in with a life insurance policy. Something about a life insurance policy on someone that may accrue interest. Or it feeds somebody's pocket, if that makes any sense. And you're using your intuition that's what is going on with you and the Sag. That's what is going on between the Sag and the Princess of this. That's what's going on between you and the Princess of this through a Sag, or whatever other zodiac sign. Alright? Justice is here in the present sign of Libra. So you could be dealing with a Libra element. This depends on what's going on. Or is High Priestess and Justice kind of go hand in hand because somebody around you is like, what the fuck is going on? WTF? That's your thoughts, or that's Princess of this energy thought, or that's a fire sign energy thought. It's air sign, but why are they involved? So if it's a Libra, you're using your intuition to why a Libra is involved with something. A Libra, I had a friend. A Libra could be your friend. A Libra could be the friend to a Sag. A Libra could be a friend or a family member or a co-worker to the Princess of this. They could have been hooked up to be somewhere. Or you may be thinking that someone hooked up a Libra to be in the mix on purpose, or someone is just doing something. Someone could be investigating a situation on their own. Someone is investigating justice energy by itself. Someone is investigating your involvement with a Sag. Princess of this investigating your involvement with a Sag, indirectly or directly. They may not be coming to you directly. I know you're dealing with my man. I know you're dealing with my woman. I know you're dealing with my co-worker. That's why the justice energy is there. Or the Libra could have been invited in, and they're embodying investigator energy into something that you have going on with Sag and Princess of this. The Princess of this doesn't only have to be a female. It could be like a Prince of this. The Princess of this could be shown up there, like a dude that's in touch with their feminine side. You may need their signature as well too. That's why the justice energy is there. But what's happening? Something is going on here with faxing or just filing a specific document that does have your fingerprint on it. But you can actually figure out a way to get that fingerprint done, or to get it redone if you feel leery about using it for whatever reason. Or Sag is. So feeling leery about using your own fingerprint, or the Sag is leery about using their own fingerprint. Or somebody's leery about using somebody's fingerprint that they didn't even ask for if they can use that person's fingerprint. But a Libra is here in the present because they're the ones that are using intuition, that they're the ones that are investigating a situation. So it just depends on what's going on. Whoever they are, they're in the workplace, they work in the office, they work in a tax preparer's office, they are a family member to somebody, and they're just present. Or that I get introduced. When I said they're just present, they may be introducing themselves to you. Are you introducing yourself to a Libra? The Libra's introducing themselves to you. Someone is introducing themselves as, and I get disguised. They're introducing themselves to you or Sag or someone, but they're disguised. Like they're an investigator that is introducing themselves to you. So this could be someone, and this is like a business deal of some kind. What's going on? I'm looking at the Libra. They're like a new hire to some type of situation that you do have going on here. But they're hired, if someone is newly hired to your job, the reason why they're newly hired is so that they can investigate what you are doing. They want to investigate what somebody's doing. So you could be in a job with someone, and what somebody here is like a new hire, and they're coming in, and you have no idea, temporary. You have no idea that they are temporary, and they're there and they're investigating the situation. But I get a home. So someone, like for example, say you live somewhere and someone comes and they rent next to you, or they come and they rent a room next to you. They come and they rent, what's another situation? They come in and they want to like Airbnb where you are, for example, or they temporarily need some type of office space. They're like an investigator. Someone is investigating you or who you're talking to somewhere about something. But they're there temporarily. The Queen of Discs, the matriarch, is here. Somebody's mother, like I said, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Discs energy that's happening to them. They're showing up there like a page, or a princess as well too, or it's two different people. The Ten of Wealth energy is in the instincts, right? So the Ten of Wealth would mean that you're thinking that you're going to receive, through a Sag, you're thinking that you're going to receive some type of benefit through a Sag. Like you're going to get that. Like 100% you're thinking you're going to get it. Right? But it feels deceived. I'm looking at the Queen of Discs energy. They may feel deceived. Using your intuition that they do. Using your intuition that they do. It could be something that they express to you. Did you express something to that person that is making them feel deceived? That could be a mom. That could be a friend. Or that's why the Libra energy, it protects them. A Libra protects a Queen of Discs. And that's why they're present somewhere temporarily in your job or your home. The accomplishment is the Queen of Cups energy, the therapist. So I like that these cards have occupations, which is pretty cool. The Queen of Cups energy would be like Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, that's a female. They're right there in the accomplishment. Right? But use hers. So I'm talking the Queen of Cups. The Spirit said use hers. Use the Queen of Cups energy documentation. Use the Queen of Cups energy signature. Their fingerprint. Whatever is it, the Queen of Cups, their benefits. The Queen of Cups energy, they look a little older. They look old. Like they look like they could be in their 50s or 60s, late 40s. I mean, 40s isn't old, but like someone that is older than you, like, you know, could be like a grandmother that is living. Use hers instead of a friend. Use hers instead of a co-worker. It's like use her documentation. That may be something that you're turning to, and you maybe using your intuition with the Justice and the Queen of Cups. You may be using your intuition that you should use the Queen of Cups energy information instead. They may willingly give it to you rather than you using someone else's that you're thinking that person has no idea. I get work with their partner. You're thinking that person, if it's a Queen of Discs, their partner you're working with, and you're saying intuition, you're saying that they don't know. You're thinking that they don't know that you work directly with their partner, their husband, their girlfriend, their friend, their family member. You think that someone does not know that. You think that they don't. But you've been using their documentation for benefits. You've been using somebody's documentation for benefits that may have been given to you. Like this could be something that was given to you directly by someone that you work with or you live with. Or it's like someone could be using yours. Someone could be using intuition that a Libra could be involved with a Queen of Cups. If they're not only involved with a Queen of Discs, a Libra is involved with a Queen of Cups, and they are at confrontation. So if a Libra is involved with a Queen of Cups, they're going to confront you, or it's Justice energy, because the Queen of Cups energy is going to confront you if you're using something that belongs to the Queen of Cups. But the Spirit was saying just use hers. So she's allowing you to. You asked her, she asked you. It depends on what's going on. The spiritual self has the Chariot sign of Cancer. So a Cancerian energy is here. You have a Cancer. This could be, Queen of Cups could be a Cancerian female. Cancer, like the Chariot here, could also bring in the energy of a Cancerian male or female. You have Pisces, Scorpio females that are here. The Chariot is in your spiritual self. You're thinking, you're using your intuition that you need to travel. You may need to travel for something specific. But I could get away from Sag. So traveling would be getting away from a Sagittarian energy. Do they do that to you? They may do that to you. It just depends on what's going on. Using intuition that they left. I get with documentation. So a Cancer could have left with documentation, or a Sag left with some type of documentation, or a Queen of Cups energy did. Queen of Cups energy could have left with some type of documentation that it may have your identification. Someone's gone with the Queen of Cups energy identification, or your identification on a specific document. But I get their benefits. So the Queen of Cups, someone's gone with the Queen of Cups energy, their benefits that they receive. Your ID is on benefits that they receive, or benefits that you receive, you have their identification on. But I feel like that happens to the Queen of Disc. Like, that happens to the Queen of Disc energy. Like, their identification is on some type of benefit that a Sag received. The Queen of Cups energy may have some type of the Queen of Cups energy may have some type of documentation that includes the Queen of Disc energy. I get ID card. It includes the Queen of Disc energy ID card, or it includes your ID card. It includes your ID card. So before I move any further, your ID card is on Queen of Cups energy documentation. The Queen of Cups energy documentation includes your ID card. The Queen of Disc, their ID card is on your documentation, or a copy of it. The Queen of Disc energy copy of their ID card is on Queen of Cups documentation. The Queen of Disc, their ID card is on a Sag element documentation. But copies. So when I said that somebody made copies of those things, or somebody's going to make copies of those things. One is for you. One is, I had a portion. One is a portion for a Queen of Cups, or I don't receive. The Queen of Disc may not get anything, but their identification is on different people's documentation, like their ID card. Is your ID card may be on someone's documentation that you don't know. Your ID card may be, somebody put, your ID card may be on the Queen of Disc energy documentation. Somebody put a copy of your ID card on Queen of Disc energy documentation. So that's happening for a reason, or if someone doesn't know, you don't know. Queen of Disc doesn't know. Queen of Cups energy, I feel like, is involved and they're aware. But I don't want to be. They're involved, they're aware, they don't want to be. Like, they don't want to be either of those things. Because being either of those things implies that you're going to then come to them and try to get some type of information out of them. I get identification. It has to do with identification. There's yours, Queen of Disc, Sag, Libra. The Libra, I feel like, is an investigator. Like, they're working you're going to have an interaction with. Like, you're going to have an interaction with a Libra. Like, if this isn't happening to you directly, this is happening to you. Okay, if this isn't happening to you in your personal life with a Libra, with Queen of Cups and Queen of Disc, then you are on the outside looking in, and you're just being asked questions of what the hell is going on here by a Libra or by whoever. Someone's just coming to you and asking you, what the hell was going on here? What did you see? But you don't know that someone is undercover. You don't know that someone's undercover. Queen of Cups energy could be undercover. Queen of Discs could be undercover. Somebody that you're dealing with often, they're undercover somewhere all the time. Are you undercover? You could be undercover as well. If you are undercover, it's because it applies to you. If you're undercover, it has something to do. It applies to you. It's something because your documentation, identification, and fingerprints and signatures, all that is involved with you. So you being involved undercover, you need to be involved undercover so that you can know so that you can gauge if someone's gonna mess up with something that you have going on. But Sag ensured. So when I said that a Sagittarian energy ensured you that nothing is going to happen, but something is going to happen. It just depends on what's going on. Okay. The Eight of Indolence will be the Eight of Cups. So you got some type of unsettled emotional feeling with money that I keep receiving. There's money that you keep receiving. You keep receiving it, meaning that it's consistent. So this is, okay, I'll tell you one thing. This is like, you know that someone is doing this for you, or you don't know. You know or you don't know. My guess will be that you know. My guess will be that someone external knows that you know. It just depends on or you don't, or knows that you know or you don't know. But it's like the Eight of Indolence with the Eight of Cups. I am uncomfortable. You're uncomfortable. This is these two energies are in your thought process. You are uncomfortable with how you're receiving your money. You're uncomfortable with how you're receiving your money. Or you're uncomfortable. You may receive money on your own one way. Then there's another way that you receive it. There's a percentage of your money that you're receiving it that is making you uncomfortable. So this is like if you're running a business on the side with people and they're doing something and you know that they are with someone else's things. You know that or you don't know that. It's making you uncomfortable because you literally may not know how someone is helping you, or you do. But I get a conscious decision. So you made a conscious decision to be involved with something specific. You made a conscious decision with how you make your money. Someone around you made a conscious decision with your documentation. You made a conscious decision with someone else's documentation. It's a conscious decision that is being made, but that conscious decision is costing you or not costing you, is making you uncomfortable. For whatever reason, it's making you uncomfortable. Because it's making you uncomfortable because there's a percentage, there's one aspect of it that isn't supposed to be happening. It is or it is not. Or it's just how somebody's doing something. What's changing is the Ace of Swords energy. So the Ace of Swords will be an idea that you have about something maybe changing. It could be your idea. It could be your idea to travel, but not yet. So your idea to travel, the spirit is saying not yet. Maybe you shouldn't travel somewhere yet. Something may be making you nervous about traveling. You know? I was getting the idea of like citizenship and paperwork. If it's not citizenship and paperwork, then it could also be, you know, people need like COVID passes and things to travel, or like they need certain documentation. It could have something to do with the vaccinations and things of that nature. It just depends on what's going on. But it's like, I don't know. It's a lot. It's something that's multifaceted about this. Like there's a lot going on here that I probably won't even catch. Right? So I'm gonna try to catch it. The spirit is giving me the idea of vaccinations as well too. It's giving me an idea of vaccinations. Like someone could be trying to obtain a vaccination card. Like a vaccination pass. That could be another situation about it as well too. Like I don't know, you know, you could be trying to get that. Someone around you could be trying to get that, and they don't want, like, someone could be trying to have that done, made. It just depends on what's going on, you know. But I also get this idea of bypassing security. Like someone's trying to bypass some type of security, like whether this is like for like to get into a building, to get on a plane, some type of security. Like security will mean like, you know, do I belong in, you know, do I live in this building? Do I work in this office? Can I, bypassing security could be like bypassing security online, bypassing a security question online, or literally bypassing security, like trying to get in by with some type of it has something to do with identification and fingerprints and signatures with bypassing some type of security. So whether that's like online security or like in-person security. Social security, trying to receive social security, you know, or bypassing security, or like social security would mean like getting or obtaining a social security number. Someone could be trying to get that done, or they can't get that done at this particular, something maybe going on with someone's social security card. Like something can be going on with your card, or their Queen of this energy card, Queen of Cups energy card, like somebody's SS card, SS card, their SS card, or using copies of it, something like that. Like whether that's like doing it something, whether that has something to do with online or like in person. The Five of Disappointment is here, so the Five of Cups is going towards the Queen of this energy, like something maybe. Five of Cups resides with the Queen of Cups, right? You may be saddened by something that is going on with them, or the Five of Cups is going toward, I feel remorse. Queen of this, you may feel remorse for. So if you're not involved in something, or you may just know something is happening to the Queen of this energy like that, or the Queen of Cups, and you may have remorse for those two women. Those two women could be co-workers that you just know how their information gets used, or someone may get used. Like you may be thinking that the Queen of this and Queen of Cups energy, that somebody may get used. You know, are you using them, or you could be involved with using them, or you feel remorse for what you know pertaining to them about them getting used. It just depends on what's going on. So that's why the Eight of Cups is there, Ten of Pentacles. You know what I mean, right? All right. Let's see what the outcome is here, Aquarius. Alright, so the Chariot is here again. Let me do another outcome. And sign of Pisces. So that could be a Pisces female as well too. You have Cancer, Pisces, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Disc will be Capricorn, Taurus, female. I was picking up a Sag as well too. The Sag. There's no Wands energy here. The Sag is like behind the scenes. Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, female. Queen of Disc, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, female. So Spirit said use Queen of Cups energy situation instead. Pisces, using intuition about traveling. The Spirit could also be saying don't go, either go or don't go. But something is going to happen. Like you're going to have. And I am watching you for a while. Someone has been watching you for a while. So have you been watching someone for a while? So it could be the Queen of Disc you've been watching for a while, Queen of Cups energy you've been watching for a while, or they have been watching you for a while. Somebody's vice versa been watching the other for a while. Watching someone could be watching them online. Watching someone could be watching them out on the street. Watching someone could be watching someone in the home. Watching someone in the workplace. For a while, like something that's happened, but it's because of a conscious decision that somebody made, or something that a conscious decision that you made, a conscious decision that someone else around you made. It has to do with a decision, like a conscious one. It has to do with a conscious decision, whether travel or not travel. But like I said, you are most like somebody's going to end up in a situation where I get interaction with cop. Someone may end up in an interaction with a cop, and they may not know that it's a cop they're interacting with. So that's you. That could be a queen of discs. Somebody may be interacting with a cop eventually or potentially. Did you interact with a cop? Like, I mean, someone isn't dressed like someone may not dress like a cop. Someone may not be dressing like a cop. You know, someone may not physically look like one. They're undercover. So that could be like Libra. Someone may be acting like a cop. You may be thinking someone is acting like a cop. You may be thinking someone is one. Someone thinks you are one. Or someone that you're potentially interacting one. Someone that you're potentially going to have an interaction with, they are one. But in a store. So when I say that too, it has something to do with interaction you're going to have with someone in a store. Or interaction Queen of Discs or Queen of Cups energy is going to have with someone in a store. Like somebody may end up getting approached by someone like an undercover cop or an investigator in a store setting. Okay? Alright, Aquarius. Let me know how it resonates with you. Be well. Take care. Bye.